Hi, and welcome to Quick Math on profit, simple interests, and compound interests. Starting with the definition for profit. In financial terms, profit is a measure of how much is made from the selling price minus the cost price. Cost price is equivalent to all expenses incurred for the item that is sold. As a formula, profit is selling price minus cost price. As for interests, it is the amount that is added to the principal. For example, if a bank pays interest of 10% per year to the principal deposit, the interest amount at the end of the year is 10% times the principal amount. And if the interest is added to the principal amount at the end of the full year, the updated principal after 1 year is 1.1 times principal. Now, if the bank keeps its interest at 10% per year for 10 years, the updated principal after 10 years is equal to the principal plus 0.1 times principal times 10 when simple interest is applied. Whereas the updated principal after 10 years is 1.1 to the power of 10 times principal when compound interest is applied. With that, we shall go on to tutorial question 1. A greengrocer had purchased 3 boxes of tomatoes, each containing 120 tomatoes, and each box were bought at $18. At the market, he was able to sell 300 tomatoes, while the remaining ones went bad. Each tomato that was sold at 25 cents. What percent of profit against the initial outlay the greengrocer obtained for trading tomatoes? State the answer to 3 significant figures. For the first portion of the question, the total cost can be found as 3 times 1,800 cents, which comes to 5,400 cents. For the second part of the question, you could tell that the total sales is 300 times 25 cents, which is 7,500 cents. With that, we can calculate its profit as being the difference of the two, which comes to 2,100 cents. For the required percent, would simply divide the profit against the cost and times this by 100% to get to the answer of 38.9%, correct the 3 significant figures as required. Tutorial question 2. What amount of simple interest will grow an initial deposit of 2,000 to 2,400 after 5 years? From the question, we know that the total interest is the difference of the final amount against the initial amount, which comes to $400. Therefore, the percent annual simple interest times by 2,000 times by 5 should be equal to 400. With that, we could solve for the percent annual simple interest as 4%. Tutorial question 3. After 5 years, how much more money will one make from $2,000 when subjected to a compound interest versus a simple interest of 4% per year? State the amount to the nearest dollar. For compound interest, the total amount after 5 years is 2,000 times 1.04 to the power of 5, which gets us to 2,433, correct to the nearest dollar. For simple interest, total amount after 5 years is its principal at $2,000 plus its interest at 0.04 times 2,000 times 5, which comes to 2,400. The required difference is therefore the difference of the two numbers being calculated, and this comes to $33. That's all for profit, simple interest, and compound interest. If you found this beneficial, do spend time to look out for our other tutorials.